Halfway home at the Q in Cleveland, LeBron James was the All-Star Game MVP and came up with this little bit of razzle-dazzle for two of his first half points. LeBron with 15 to lead everybody, but the Cavs trailing at the half, 57-54 to the Washington Wizards. American Express halftime report, Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Did you get all the stuff out your beard?
Yeah.
You should never blow a big bubble. Number one, chewing bubble gum is one thing. When you got the facial hair and stuff like that.
Ernie, street rule number one: snitches get stitches. America don't need to know all that.
Okay,
right now.
It didn't happen.
Right.
It was all my imagination. Kenny's here. Chuck is here as well. Washington down by a dozen in the first half of this game, but coming back to lead at the half. What'd you like?
Washington will go as far as Kelly Oubre takes them.
Wow.
What I mean by that? No, what I mean by that.
Not Ball and Beal.
No,
not Otto Porter.
Listen.
Okay.
You always need your 1 or 2 punch, but Kenny knows this, Chuck knows this. The others will get you to the next level. I remember a couple years ago, talked about this young kid working on his game, and that kid happened to be Kelly Oubre. He definitely improved his game. If you can get a guy to, Kenny talked about this earlier, the game is easier when you play with superstars. Right now, you don't really have plays called for him. Penetration right there. That's all we need him to do. If Washington can get a consistent third scorer to get in double figures, high double figures, especially in the playoffs, they can go pretty far. And this kid right now, he's working on his game. When the tape was playing, that's what they were showing. Him spotting up, shooting the three. Washington will go as far as this kid takes. Oh, you little snitches. I got everything around here.
Oh my God.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do with it.
But see, then the problem comes down the lower side of the.
Big brother is watching, aren't you? Big brother's watching.
Anything you do out here is a matter of public record. American Express teammates, take a look at the newcomers for the Cleveland Cavaliers. George Hill in the starting lineup. These three come off. The other three come off the bench. We'll show you their numbers in a moment. But Kenny, you talked about the impact these guys would have in our pregame segment.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to guard the Cavaliers right now because you're not really sure who's going to be the offensively aggressive person. You talk about having a 1-2 punch. I don't even know what the second punch is right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, especially without Kevin Love in the lineup. And then when he comes back, it's going to change again. So there's a lot of moving parts, but I think also which makes it difficult is then defensively they don't have their rotations all the way down, and that's why Oubre was able to get loose, and Otto Porter probably could have had those same opportunities, because he's usually in that spot that Oubre was in. So the good and the bad for Cleveland, because the newness is good because you don't have a game plan, but the newness is bad because you can't execute a game plan that you already have for the other team.
Their offense is pretty much a given, and in fact, they've had 4 straight games of at least 120 points. Defensively, it's still an issue, though, for Cleveland.
Well, Ernie, that takes time. That takes practice, which they don't have. I mean, you think about it. They've been off for a week. That's why I was really curious to watch this game tonight, because this is the Cavs team. This is a big game, in my opinion, because they got the trade. They were so excited. Everybody's loving everybody. Now, they've been away from each other. Now they just got to settle down and play basketball. So I'm really curious to watch this game tonight. And I'm looking forward to the second half because, listen, they're not going to score 120 points tonight. This is, to me, like a playoff-type game as far as it's going to be around 110, somewhere in there. That's what I'm looking forward to.
57-54, the halftime score. The Wiz with the lead over the Cavs. Had another... We had another angle on that.
My boy Sean. Okay, Sean.
More angles.
Okay, Sean.
That's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's residue. Is just tough to deal with. How many packs of gum was that?
It was 3 pieces. Hubba Bubba, old school.
That is old school.
Watermelon.